right now. I don't know if y'all know it, but we're going to win. I don't know if you feel it, but we're going to win. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to win.
What's up, everybody? This is Prime Sports Media. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Let me just say this right now. I know that a lot of us were hoping that Charles Lester III was going to commit to the Buff Nation, to Colorado. I mean, a part of me felt like maybe he was going to commit, but then when I really think about it, everybody, he's a home guy. He wanted to be at Florida. He wanted to stay in the state of Florida. Looks like he's always wanted to play for Florida State. And I think Coach Prime did a hell of a job in his attempt to recruit this young man. And things do happen. Sometimes things don't go the way you may want them to go. But I'll certainly say this, everybody. There's nothing to fear because Coach Prime is here and he's going to still be able to get great players to come here over the years. But most of all, let's appreciate the talented players that we have already. You see, we may not have gotten Charles Lester III, but we got a Kamani McLean. Oh, yeah.
Information is power.
That's right. We got this young man. There he is with Coach Prime. Let's not forget, let's not sleep on this young man. This young man has great skills. Let's not sleep on it. Let's understand. There's a young man right there. Listen.
Different, man. That means you got another. That's loud, bro.
Somebody should like. No, I ain't say yeah. I really want him to break on that shit, but
All right. So we have a young man who's very talented already, a young man who can play that press coverage, very skillful. And let's remember that Kamani McLean was the #1 defensive back coming out of the 2023 recruitment class. So we're not doing bad at all. And let's not forget this one right here. We've got Travis Hunter. And remember, Travis Hunter is a dual threat. He's one of the #1 players, athletic athletes to come out in his recruitment class. This man can play both wide receiver, and he can definitely play some press corner position. That's right. So there's nothing really for us to be down about. We didn't get Charles Lester. It would have been great to have had the young man, but I think we're in good hands. We've got some great players on this team, and this is why this video today, this broadcast today is so important, because I think we need to appreciate the players that are really going to make things happen. Now, we got to look at Shedeur Sanders, okay? Shedeur, as well as Travis Hunter, they are, I think, are going to become quite a dynamic duo. They're bringing a lot of talent, a lot of experience between the two of each other. Quarterbacks and their receivers have to have chemistry. And I think that these young men have a lot of chemistry already. They were the representation. They represented very well at the Pac-12 Media Day. Okay. Now, we know that one of the big stories that was broken after they went to the Media Day is that Colorado is going to go to the Big 12. This story was broken not too long ago. Breaking news that Brent McMurphy broke the story that Colorado is leaving from the Pac-12 to join the Big 12 in 2024. I think actually this is a good move. And the reason why this is a great move, because the Pac-12 is just not stable right now. They can't get their revenue deal done. And you have the Big 12 right now that's moving and shaking. They got a great revenue deal. TV, the whole 9 yards, which is going to benefit the recruiting for Coach Prime and his ability to recruit kids, because he'll be right there where he can get kids out of Texas, all that whole area that he'll be able to recruit in, being in that particular conference. Not to mention that Colorado will be getting a good share of rights to revenue as it relates to revenue rights, TV deals, and not only this, media deals, but not only this, it is estimated that Colorado may be getting somewhere between $39 and $42 million in terms of revenue share. So this has been a great deal for them, okay? And it's going to be a great deal for Coach Prime and his ability to get young men like a Travis Hunter, like a Komani McLean, and many more down the line to suit up for this team and play some damn football. I also want to say this, not to belabor the point. Charles Lester at one point in time put out a tweet or something in his Instagram or something where he said that he knows that Coach Prime is pretty much the only one that could really prepare you to play defensive back at the next level. And I thought that that would be a shoo-in for him to be able to recruit him, because Charles Lester admitted that he knew that Coach Prime had this pedigree to get him to that great level. So I think maybe, it is what it is, but we're moving forward. And I want to move forward with this presentation today. I talked about Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. They are the future of this football team as it relates to right now and winning right now. And the chemistry that they're bringing goes all the way back to when they were at Jackson State. I want you to look at this video right here, and I want you to check this out. This is at Jackson State.
I'm a receiver. Yeah, he's a receiver. He don't play just inside, he play outside. I know Travis' weakness, and y'all can't know it, but I know it. Ain't no weakness. I know your weakness.
He completed one pass in practice, that's it. How fun is this for all y'all just to be here? And, obviously the relationship here is really good.
It's fun because we're all kids. That's why
it's really fun. Trav feel like he's the best corner, which I feel like I'm the best receiver. So me and him going each and every day, going against each other, making each other better, I feel like we're going to prepare each other for the next level. And when we go to the next level, we're going to be ready because we're working against each other each and every day.
All right. Now look. What Shedeur Sanders said there, I thought was very interesting. He said, I know Travis' weaknesses. I think as they were laughing there, I think that's a very important aspect, that as a quarterback, as a teammates, you should know each other's strengths and weaknesses. That can only help Shedeur during games to know, okay, this is where Travis likes the ball. This is what Travis can do. These are the kind of plays that really work well. Knowing what your teammates' strengths and weaknesses are can only help you against your opponents and give you an extra advantage. And you can see there that they were laughing. They really like each other. He says, hey, we're having fun because we're kids. And I think that kind of energy will translate to, no doubt, to the field. What I want to do is I want to show you something else, because these guys are definitely going to be very talented in the Pac-12 for the year that they're going to be there for this year. And I think when we lose players like a Charles Lester to Florida State, where we didn't get them, we need to also recognize that we got some other great players on this team that are going to get us to the promised land, get you to the promised land, okay? And the chemistry between receiver and quarterback is very important. You're going to hear Shedeur Sanders say this at the media day, that just getting comfortable with the players, learning their names and what they like to do, what they don't like to do is very important. You have to have chemistry, comfortability with your receiving core when you are a quarterback. Now, here's a blast from the past who also played in the Big 12 himself, and that's RG3. And just to give you a little side history here, just for those of you who may not know this, Colorado originally played their football before they came to the Pac-12 they played their football in the Big 12. Well, originally it was the Big 8. And you had teams like Nebraska that made up that lead. So it was the Big 8 originally before they jumped ship and came over to this conference that we know as the Pac-12, okay? But RG3, he played in the Big 12 at Baylor. Remember that? He won a Heisman Trophy, played for the Washington football team, had some injuries. His career got cut short. But I want you to hear what he had to say about the future and the talent here at Colorado.
Out here, we got the new legends coming. Coach Prime is a legend. Shedeur is going to be a legend. Travis Hunter going to be a legend.
Yes, sir.
And what y'all do here at Colorado, bringing it back, it's going to be legendary.
I think that's right. I think it is legendary. I think it is the truth. Let me give you an example of this. In practice, you can see the talent in practice. Travis Hunter doing his thing in practice as Shedeur throws the ball to him. Check this out. This is about chemistry, y'all. Look at that. Woo. Let's see it again. All right. There it is. Now, this is all preparation for the upcoming season in their game against TCU. Let's go back to the spring game, which everybody was very excited about. And you can see that same type of chemistry in the spring game between Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Let's check this one out.
So many new faces. Sanders from the pocket delivers to the end zone, and it's a leaping touchdown catch by Travis Hunter. That's what the fans were hoping to see. The Jackson State teammates hooking up.
All right. Again, precise. These guys are getting ready for the season. They have great chemistry. And when you have that kind of great chemistry, you've got Shedeur Sanders, who many people believe he could be a Heisman Trophy winner. There's people that believe he's going to be a NFL prospect or draft pick. I've talked about that on this program. There's people that feel that, hey, after this year, maybe the next whatever this year and next, that Travis Hunter will be ready for the NFL as well. Coach Prime, we're going to see how they play him as a dual threat. I'm just very excited about the season. So there's a lot for us to be excited about, even if we don't get a particular prospect that a lot of us was hoping to get. Okay, let me let you see how these young men, these two young men, are working hard together in practice and warming up and conditioning, strength and conditioning, and getting ready for this season. Check this out.
Travis Hunter in the building. Hey, bro, nice to see you. See you, bro.
Go, Frank, get it out, Go! We go, take it back! Push, go, pass it over. Come on, keep your feet.
All right.
Keep your feet, get out! Good, walk it up.
Fantastic.
Go. Ready, all the way.
All right. Fantastic. Wonderful stuff there. They're playing hard. They're working hard. They're getting ready for the season. That's what it is. And Coach Prime already told us he wants young men that are intelligent, fast, disciplined, okay, dedicated. And that's what it takes. Coach Prime has already told us that he believes that Travis Hunter is that man, okay, that he is that man. Let's see his pictures again. He's doing his thing here. And he believes, hey, he is that man. And let's not sleep on Shedeur as well. Shedeur is definitely that man. And I think there's going to be some great things that are coming forward. I just can't wait to see it for myself. I mean, check this out. This was at Media Day. I mean, check this out. You know, he's profiling. They're both profiling in the uniform, looking good in the uniform. Okay. Powerful, powerful stuff, everybody. So keep this in mind. We've got great talent in Colorado. Okay. You may lose one player here in recruitment. You may gain a player here. But also remember, football and sports is not a sprint. It's also a marathon in which you build the team step by step. That's what Coach Prime is doing. Okay, you see that right there. This is fantastic stuff. Another thing that I want to address here too as well is that, of course, we've got a lot of people that are hating, criticizing, coming up with all types of critiques and ways that they can try to take away the confidence of both the fans of this team and those that are following Coach Prime and the players, and take away the confidence of what this team can do. You've got people in Las Vegas saying, oh, the team's only going to win these many games. You've got people saying, oh, they're ranked 11 in the Pac-12. Shedeur is ranked number 8 as a quarterback. There's a lot of naysayers and people in the press who say a lot of stuff. They're ranking. I mean, every year you have people in the press who make predictions as to who's going to win a national championship, who's going to rank this. They don't get it right every year. Sometimes people don't see teams that come out of nowhere. It just and I think Colorado is one of those teams that I think everybody, in terms of the mass media, is sleeping on. And I think they're going to surprise some people in their first and only year in the Pac-12 before they go off to the Big 12. So we got to keep that in mind. And this is the thing. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are strong, not only physically in body, but they're strong in mind. They both have already said they don't care what the haters are saying. They know the critics are out there, but they don't care. Let me let you hear specifically what they said about the haters or the critics and how the mindset that they utilize to deal with it. This is both Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, everybody. Let's hear a little bit of clip of this. This is fantastic.
More importantly, like you two, Heisman candidate, one of the best two-way players in the last 20 years of college football. Like, how do you deal with other people's expectations versus your own realities?
I mean, you just kind of block that type of stuff out. You know what you're here to do, what you're here to contribute. So, like, me, I don't even really pay attention to what everybody else have the standard set for me. I just go out and play my game to get to the next step.
Everybody's opinion doesn't really matter. We don't let negative energy in the building, around us, social media, anything like that. So we won't even look at what a lot of people are saying, and we don't pay it no mind because that's expectation. Without any negative energy, how would we ever be successful? So if they hate and if they feel some type of way that we're not going to do this and that, that's fine. That's good. Because whenever we do it, then it's going to be bigger than ever.
All right. All right, everybody. So what you have there is a very confident Shedeur Sanders, a very confident Travis Hunter. They're not letting the critics, the mass media get into their head. They know that they're on a mission to win, to be successful. They have the right attitude, and you know attitude reflects leadership, as I always say, and leadership reflects attitude of players. And they have the right attitude to be winners and are winners right now. You see Travis having a good time at the media day. This is one of the little promotional things that they were doing. I think Shedeur did one of these as well. It's fantastic, okay? Travis is doing his thing, as you can see. Shedeur, this is fantastic stuff, everybody. Okay? So what I want to do next, everybody, is I want to show you another video by Shedeur Sanders when he was being interviewed during the media day. And once again, the confidence to shut out the noise of the naysayers out there who will question whether he can be successful, whether the team can be successful. Let's really hear what Shedeur Sanders had to say.
11th on the preseason Pac-12 media poll. What's your reaction to that?
People's opinions don't matter to me. Media members don't understand what it takes each and every day. They don't understand, okay, cool, I could have watched the whole last season, see where I improved at. Now I'm focused on the details where I can improve at. They're just on the outside. They're just like betting people. Like, they're going to bet on the odds, but things could work in other favors also.
Do you like being in that underdog position?
I mean, that's how it was since day one when I went to my first media day. Jackson said I was never going to lose a SWAT game. Straight out of high school, just graduated off rip.
Yep.
Never did.
And you were right. Yep.
You know, so it's just like, of course, when new things happen and things that's not normal to people and conferences like that, of course they're going to have doubt. and they're going to try to make you shy away from things, but people's opinions don't matter to me.
All right. Hey. Brother Shedeur Sanders says, people opinions don't matter to me. What matters to me is what I'm doing on that football field, what I know I need to do. Look, in the high stakes college football and even professional football, as a player, you've got to have thick skin because he's going to have critics coming at him every way but Sunday, okay? There's tons of media. They're going to be following Colorado every step of the way. If they're not playing well, if they're losing or winning, you know they're going to come down on them any way they can. And so I like the fact that Shedeur Sanders has thick skin, and he says that I don't care about what the critics say. And I think he has to have that kind of attitude to play very well. And when things don't go so well, he's got to have that kind of attitude to keep his confidence up. Okay, so I think that's a very important aspect of what he just said. Now, let me show you another clip from Media Day. And remember I said earlier in this broadcast that it is important to have or develop a chemistry with your receiving core because that's one of the most hardest positions on a football team to really gain chemistry, understanding the routes that your receivers like to run, the receivers understanding how the quarterback throws the ball, what kind of touch he puts on the ball, how fast he throws the ball, what kind of strength he throws that ball at, velocity. When is that quarterback possibly going to scramble and you need to still stay up with that play? Let's go right here and hear what he had to say. And I believe Travis Hunter added a few words in this as well. Here we go.
I'll say the receivers. I'm like me personally, I'm biased, so I only speak on the receivers, you know, and of course the O-linemen. But I speak on the receivers because those are guys I spend most time with because that's the hardest position to really like get a cool, genuine connection with. I say Xavier Weaver, Jimmy Horn, Javon Antonio. I say Mario Miller, Adam Hopkins. It's a lot. It's just hard to name everybody, but those guys, it's just different. Being able to Travis on offense, you got Jimmy, you got Zay. It's like I got so many options. Like I don't know what to do. It's like when Carl want to drive today, who do I want to throw it to? Especially when everybody's up there at the same time. So I'm just real excited. That's it. And Coach Lewis out there calling it up too. I'm just real excited for it.
One of the defensive side of Travis, seeing the guys that stood out.
Sorry for real. I'm really with Shedeur. The offensive receiver doing a nice job. Defense is gelling a lot faster than us. And getting their plays down fast.
Yeah, defense is different. Our offense, everybody here, you know how Coach Shedeur Sanders' offense is. That type of offense is a trial and error thing. You got to work the king side. Everybody got to see everything through the same lens. So that's why I feel like offensively, that's why I got to have a better relationship with all the receivers and stuff. So we actually spend more time to be able to.
All right. As you can see, Shedeur made it very clear that he has to spend more time with the receivers, which is very obvious in football, to continue developing that chemistry. And that's very important. And he has to, because one of the advantages that other teams in the Pac-12 will have is that some of the other quarterbacks may have had more time with some of their receivers. Of course, Shedeur Sanders has a chemistry with Travis Hunter going all the way back to their time at Jackson State. So it's very important what he's saying. We're going to see how that all turns out. But before we get close to ending this broadcast, let me go ahead and show you one of the coaches talking to the players in a meeting, talking about that you guys have to understand the traits that it takes to be an alpha dog in this offense. And as a defensive player, he wants alpha dogs and he wants men who will follow certain principles. And I think this is important. This shows you that this team is developing confidence. Coach Prime, once again, he wants young men that are intelligent, strong, fast, have integrity. Let's check this out right here.
Is that we are going to be the alpha. That is our mindset. Smart, fast, tough, disciplined, with character. That goes without saying. But in this unit, a part of our Folsom Fast family, all right, we are going to improve and compete each and every single day to lead the freaking pack like a damn alpha dog, okay? How can we do that? These 5 traits, please write them down. These are what we are going to refer to as our alpha traits, all right? An alpha dog has relentless focus and effort, all right? An alpha dog seeks productive discomfort, all right? An alpha dog learns and grows from mistakes. They understand that making mistakes is a part of improving. Alpha dogs defeat fear, and alpha dogs are coached.
All right. All right. Let me just say this. Coach Prime is an alpha dog. I believe that Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, both of these guys exemplify alpha dogs, to follow what that coach was just saying. I think that they have that skill set that goes all the way back to their time when they were at Jackson State.
To the outside, that's it. I'm a receiver. Yeah, he's a receiver. You don't play just inside, you play outside. Exactly. You don't want to come to the outside. I know Travis' weakness, and y'all can't know it, but I know it.
He says, I know Travis' weakness, but y'all can't know. Look, they're having fun going all the way back to Jackson State to where they are at Colorado at the Power 5 level. Both Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter clearly like each other, have respect for each other, and that's what you need going forward in this upcoming season. I think that I expect great things out of this team, but I also want to say to everybody out there, I want you, when you look at this video, make some comments about your thoughts about these two guys, but most of all, take this video that I've done as inspiration for why we don't need to listen to the critics. We don't need to listen to naysayers. I don't care if these naysayers are on social media or mainstream media. This is why we should not pay attention to what they're saying, because this team is thoroughly confident in themselves. They have a great coaching staff. They have a great head coach in Coach Prime. Okay. Even though you've got people out there, other coaches running their mouth, at the end of the day, we have a great football team that's being developed here in Colorado. And things are now going to get better since they are now going to be making this move. Let me put this up here. This move to the Big 12, which I think is a good move, to be quite honest. If I give a clap to that. And I also want to say, just because we didn't get Charles Lester, it's not the end of the world, because we've already got talented players like McClain. I just want to give that young man the respect that he deserves. Okay? Put that on there, but we have great talent on the team. They're going to do well. Just give them time, be patient. They're developing. The season will be here soon. So the proof will be in the pudding of how they play this upcoming season. Coach Prime knows what he's doing, so believe in the process, believe in the program that he's got running here. And as players or prospects that you hope that you can recruit fade away because they've decided to go to another place, it does not stop the future that we have in a young man like McClain, or the young men that we have in these two great dynamic brothers right here, Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Because once again, we should keep in mind what RG3 said.
Out here, we got the new legends coming. Coach Prime is a legend. Shedeur is going to be a legend. Travis Hunter going to be a legend.
Yes, sir.
And what y'all do here in Colorado, bringing it back, it's going to be legendary.
It's going to be legendary, most definitely. I want to thank everybody out there for watching this program today. We're going to keep doing what we're doing over here on Prime Sports Media. I've got some exciting things coming your way for the upcoming season. When the season starts, I will be doing sort of a broadcast studio style. You'll see I can't wait to break that out for you when the season starts and go over the stats and break down what each player did, good or bad. It's going to be great to kind of analyze how things go from game to game. But I also want to say to everybody, thank you. The channel is getting close to 4,000 subs. Everybody out there that subbed to the channel, I want to say thank you personally for supporting this channel. Tell people about this channel. Share this video on your social media. If you're a content creator, share it in your community tab. And with that said, I can't leave yet, because another thing that I want to tell you, everybody, I'm glad I didn't leave yet. As we talk about prospects that we try to recruit that we may get or may not get, I don't want anybody to sleep on this prospect that Coach Prime has been able to nab. This is a young man, Brandon Miller, who I believe will be a part of the 2024 class, if I'm not mistaken. And he's the real deal, y'all. This young man can play free safety. He can do punt return. He can play wide receiver. In 2022, in his senior season, he had 75 tackles, 54 solos, 13 passes defended, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, block punt, 21.2 yards a carry, rushing, 3 touchdowns, 7 receptions for 86 yards, 2 touchdowns he's received. Career and 2-year starter, lead champion, 134 tackles, 92 solos, 26 pass deflections. That's his overall 2-year statistics. 2 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, block punts, 23.2 yards, carry average, 1 TD, rushing. The young man is incredible. 2022 first team all conference, second team all conference in 2021. And then he was able to improve that to first team all conference in 2022. This man played at Dakota Ridge High School in Colorado. Why is this important? You say, well, why is this important, Prime? This is Prime Sports Media. Let me just say this to you, everybody. This is important because, one, remember I did the video where I said, if you are born in this environment in Colorado, in terms of someone that's born where you have thin air, this young man is already acclimated to playing in this environment. Remember I told you that I believe that Colorado will have a home field advantage because of the high altitude and how they are practicing in this environment and getting their body stronger to adjust to this environment, everybody. Well, people left comments on this channel saying, well, why is it that the other team that went 1-11 didn't take advantage of the altitude? And I kept saying to people in the comment section, it's very simple. They weren't a good team. The team that they have right now is miles and hundreds of years better than the team that they had last year. Just because you play in high altitude and you get used to playing in high altitude and your opponents are not used to it, if you are still not that good of a player and you're not that dedicated to the game, that doesn't mean you're going to win a lot of games. But when you take players that are dedicated to the game, like Travis and Shedeur, they're dedicated and they're practicing in this environment. And now you get this young man, Brandon Miller, who's come on board. I think he'll be for the 2024 class, or he's coming. So this is exciting because when you look at his skill set, this is very exciting is what I'm trying to say, folks. I want you to look at this video as I get ready to conclude this to see his skill set. Check this out. Check him out. Now, one of the things I notice about him, ladies and gentlemen, that he's a hell of a tackler. I'm predicting that this young man, Brandon Miller, is going to be the real deal at Colorado when he gets a chance to play. Look at that hit right there. And who's another guy who's a good tackler? That's Shedeur Sanders. He likes to put the wood on people too. This young man, Look at that. That's an interception. So he can play in space. Look at that. They got him. He's back there. There's a lone there he is. Look at him. He can come inside like a linebacker. This kid plays free safety, and he makes plays. He makes plays. He gets his hand on the ball. He's got a little bit of, he's got some speed on him where he tracks down. Check this out. He's about to track it down. Look at that. And then boom, he puts on heavy pursuit, very strong pursuit to the ball to stop. Look at this right here. Look at that. That's him at receiver. That's this young man at receiver. Did you see that? Now watch that part right there. He's back at the free safety spot and bam, just knocks that you know what out. Unbelievable. Watch this one. Check this out, everybody. Boom. Tackle, great tackling ability, everybody. Just great tackling ability. And that's Brandon. Let's put this young man back up. This is Brandon Miller. I think we need to be on the lookout for what he may do in the future at Colorado. So, like I said, you lose opportunity to get certain players, but you also have opportunities to get other good players on the football team. Coach Prime's doing a hell of a job. Let's not doubt him at all. And with that said, everybody, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here and make it do what we can make it do. Take care, everybody. Peace.
To understand, we're going to win right now, not later. Right now. I don't know if y'all know it, but we're going to win. I don't know if you feel it, but we're going to win. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to win. You got to understand, we're going to win right now, not later. Right now. I don't know if y'all know it, we're going to win. I don't know if you feel it, but we're going to win. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to win. You got to understand, we're going to win right now, not later.